masks for respiratory protection, bonding kits, masks, all sorts of things. Yeah. Over here we have a little bit more. These are high-risk kits. And then we have shrouds for dead bodies. We have obstetric kits, which is for delivering babies. This is pretty much everything that you need to deliver a baby. You guys go through training for that? Yeah, well, pretty much our EMT training covers all of this stuff. This is airway management. With airway management, you have bag valve masks for rescue breathing when someone cannot breathe on their own. You do this for them, squeeze, breathe for them. These, you also need to put these for oral adjuncts. So you put them in the mouth and you open up. Basically, you take the tongue, clear the passageway. This is if you can't get in there for the nose. Spill it into the nose and it sits there. Masks, any various degrees of sizes and methods of delivering oxygen. Nebulizer kits are over there for people with asthma. Sterile water and saline. Sodium chloride is for heavier wounds, for wound irrigation. Over here are suction parts, whenever there's things blocking the airway.
Rencio, right? That's his Rencio. Rencio.
I think Bombs, Bill.
A-R-N.
This is your
Your best bet is to give Bill's information.
This is trauma management, wound care. Triangular bandages, it opens up like a bandana. Various degraded sizes of roller gauze. 4x4. Ice packs.
718.
Burn sheets. They're basically it's like a huge
979.
Which is used for
5850.
for people who have systematic burns. Trauma dressing. Big one about big for larger wounds.
Oh, from a yellow
But using iPads. These are for your eye. Is this all inventory? Yeah, this is all inventory.
Thank you for inviting
5 and 9s
us.
is just slightly larger ones, and just varying other degrees, sizes. Basically, just varying sizes of bandages and trauma management. See, all the stuff we carry in these bags too. These are all our jump bags. So you can go take it with you. Yeah, whenever we want to call, we take any varying amount. The bags we have are suction, portable suction. This is, carry this with us for like cardiac arrest. AED defibrillator, which is this. Defibrillator, which also carries our medications in it. We have aspirin, albuterol, glucose, epinephrine. We are going to be carrying naloxone, which is anti-opiate overdose medication.
You need that upside down.
Yeah, that's why we're getting it.
Opiate Island.
Opiate Island.
And that is our portable
oxygen. That's also carrying our diagnostic equipment, extra stethoscope, and
change the bag on that too.
blood pressure cuffs.
Yeah, I'll
This
put
is
another
for
one up.
BVP, which is bloodborne
Pathogens.
pathogens, which is cleaning equipment. This is very powerful germicide. Windex. These are actually the pads that you put on for the defibrillator. You put them on the chest when you person is cardiac arrest. It doesn't work anymore. Clear. Yeah. We call this the toaster. Varying disposal kits. It's called a Sharps container. Hazmat stuff. Yeah, in a way, yeah. This is for when you have like maybe bloody bandages, you're gonna ready to throw them in here. Sharps containers is usually carried by paramedics. Thank you. Usually carried by paramedics because they have IVs and Sharps and stuff, so they put Sharps containers. Step out.
No, you can go on that side. You can go on that side and move it. That was pretty easy. Yeah, it's the one man
porta potty, yeah. Entrance. And basically, over here we have the onboard suction.
Never be able to do that with a patient on board. On it, never.
Yeah, onboard and portable. Portable and onboard, so I mean portable and oxygen here and the onboard.
Total of 8 bottles on board.
Yeah, we are called a LSC, Logistics Service Unit for Hospital. Right behind you, over here, is called escape room. This is your post 9/11 world right here. After 9/11, they were given this stuff. These are basically gas masks.
There was a problem for a lot of emergency responders, they couldn't breathe.
Yep. So this is, I mean, I don't think any emergency services have ever had to use this in the United States. I know where it contains PPE. Yep. Which is a gas mask. High risk kit. Gloves. I think there's like a book in here.
Inventory.
Well, we have the logistics officer.
Every
3 times a week. Yeah. Make sure they have.
But whenever the crew goes out, they have to check it.
They have like a.
There's a sheet called a Parts 800 sheet.
Yeah. I figured
Yeah,
you probably
this
had
is
some
it.
kind of checklist. They
Yeah.
go through.
We have to fill this out every single time we go out.
Right.
So we carry a couple of these on the ambulance. After these expire, the state's not giving us anything.
So I get one.
So, alright, I believe that's it for the inside. Let's go to the outside. Alright. This is your MCI bag. MCI is major casualty event. These are called trauma tags.
Mike, as you go, you can close it up.
Yeah.
They're done.
This is for trauma for triage tags. What you do is you're actually going to use one. You should know what this is. Sounds like a beep. Oh, now you pull it out. We're for triage tags. Say 15 people injured and you're alone. You need to what you do is you would peel off, like say they're a yellow tag. Move slow, but you have to move. One of these I believe is and then ambulance. I mean, you have to bring my ambulance. Like say you're going to transport this person. What you do is you will draw out where the wounds are. Say they got shot in the stomach, you will put like a circle there, GSW. You would put the time and the blood pressure, the pulse, and the respiration, and you would do at least 3 of these. And then if they did an IV, which we don't do, you would put pretty much your general information. And then you would put your, and then you would take it and you would tie it around their arm, their toe, depending on the tag. Say the person, green means they're okay. Means they're not okay, but they're walking wounded, meaning you don't have to really worry about them. If you have enough, you can just leave them where it be. Yellow means you have to deal with them, but you can take your time with them. Red means critical. I mean, they're in critical condition. Like say they're on death's door. Black means once you go back, you never go back. So
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want to get that card.
what you do is, yeah, this is called your black tag.
Yeah.
When you have a black tag, it means done.
Done.
What you do is check for pulse, then you check for respirations. If they have no respirations, tilt their head up, listen again. Nothing. Black tag.
Is that standard full
MCIs.
Yeah.
See, if we get on scene, we have someone who would otherwise be like, say, we're like down the block and it's just a normal day, or we're out and about. We get someone who would otherwise, in an MCI scenario, be called a black tag. We would work with them, but a black tag is basically, if you have so many people, it becomes unmanageable. You're not going to worry about the day. So it's a management system. It's grim work, but it's realistic. You're going to do it. Very rarely anyone ever uses. I doubt these have been never used. Stairs. I'm going to stair strap. Fix it as I go along, please. There we go. Your spare oxygen. With your spare oxygen, pretty much whenever you need to replace them, pull it
Is
out,
that-
open it up.
Is that in addition to the 5? Or?
Yeah. We have 2 in there, and 1 in the bag, and we have 4 extra here. Usually we keep like large scene, like general. This is kind of empty, but we can't keep a bag of turnout gear, which is I'm sure you've seen. You know, the firefighters wear and stuff like that. We have a lighter version called bunker gear, helmets, all sorts of fun stuff. Okay. Oh, we actually have a CPR board. These are your different boards and extrication devices and all that stuff. This is your short board. Short board. This is a CPR board. You put this under a person, like if you're on a bed or something. You do CPR. Scoop stretcher. You'll unhook it and you can slide it under the person like that. And your general longboard, your spine board. That's just pretty much the one you'll use the most. Say if someone fell like 10 feet like down, you'll package them up. It's considered full body immobilization. Speaking of immobilization, one of 3. Gives you 3 sizes of splints. Each one for varying. The person's tall, you put on the outside. The person's shorter for the legs. Like that. You want to mobilize so they go have like a compound fastener right here. When the bone's protruding, you'll wrap it up and then you'll do all the same swap. You'll hold it like this until it doesn't happen. Traction point when someone has the femur broken, which is your largest bone in your body. It also produces marrow. If it's broken, what this does is it pretty much will, if it has a, like if the bone went like that, what it does is it kind of slides it out, it traps it. Basically like a vest that you put on. If someone's seated in a vehicle, like a car accident, you use the slide under them, pick it up, strap it up, put it on the board, on the stretcher, for people's neck injuries to the neck, spine, what have you. Here's the car. You get a headlock, which is on the back, it'll actually fold up. Gloves, large light flares, extrication tool, break windows with this. Bench has 2 components on it. You have your seatbelts like this, but you also want your seatbelts that go down like that. What you can do is, you can actually put a longboard on here. You can transport 2 patients longboard. And this, another thing is, with the spare stretcher, if you fold it out, these little knobs here, these notches, actually hold the wheels and then hold like the pegs for it.
That's why
so you can actually keep
that holder.
the spare stretcher right here. And if you,
Instead of putting it in my
you can
hand.
transport 1 seated patient, 1 patient on the stretcher, and then if you have a spare stretcher or a longboard, you can transport up to 3 patients. That's pretty much how we're transporting 1 or 2 persons.
Good job. Thank you.
That's it.
Very good.